been a while.
It's been a while. Welcome back to Eat Up With It, guys. We have been out of here for way too long. Cameron, what have we done, bro? It has been like 86 days since we've posted last.
We're horrible parents.
We are horrible parents, and you guys are our children, and we haven't taken care of you. We've neglected you, and we apologize. Cam, life's happened. Life has happened, and a lot's happened. Dude, Donald Trump's going to be our president now.
Again. I'm excited.
Yeah. John Jones is still the greatest fighter on earth. There's just a bunch of stuff going on. Like it's been great. You know, you work with me now.
Yeah.
Dude, why have we not been? It's been 80-something days, dude.
Jeez, dude. It don't even feel that long.
I know. It's because we've been so busy.
We have been busy, dude. Our schedules ain't been really aligned much either.
Well, man, for me, it's like every 2 weeks. Like out of 14 days, I'm probably working 10 at least. Right now.
You've been doing a little overtime.
So much. I have to.
Somebody's got to.
Somebody's got to. Hey, it's bigger than me and you.
Yeah.
You're figuring that out.
Yeah, dude, it really is.
It's bigger than me and you.
It is.
I'm just a worker.
Yeah.
Just a worker.
Doing our part.
So, Cam, I'm just going to start with this because it is the most newest and most recent thing. Cam, congratulations on going and just stepping up to the plate and going and buying you a car yesterday, dude.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
awesome.
I'm pretty excited about it, man.
Dude, Chevy Traverse.
It's nice.
Nice.
It's nice.
It's nice.
I like it, dude. I feel like I did pretty good.
Yeah,
I did a lot of work for it, but
when I saw the Chevy symbol on that key, I was like, dude, if you bought a Traverse, that is wicked because that's third row seat and you're going to be in trouble. You're going to end up in trouble.
I'm sorry.
You're 100% going to get in trouble. You, Malik, the AJ Scott, all those buffoons.
7 homies deep, dude.
7 homies deep.
Comfortably.
Yeah.
Comfortably,
Yeah, with
dude.
heated seats.
With
dude.
the heated front
just
seats.
unnecessarily comfortable for no reason. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Mad
gonna get in
road
trouble.
tripping, dude.
Yeah. I wonder how the gas mileage is gonna be, dude. I bet it's gonna be.
It ranges 15 to like 25.
It'd be all right.
It's a V6.
It's a step up. But I am proud of you for biting the bullet on that.
Appreciate
that's,
it.
that's pretty awesome.
Appreciate it,
That's
dude.
the most recent, dude. You just because you just showed me just now.
I was nervous, dude.
Yeah.
Oh God, I was. I was shaky yesterday, man.
Yeah.
Because like I looked at so many different things, and it was just like, there was. I mean, like I realistically could afford like a lot of different shit, but it's just like I don't know, man. I'll save a little bread and butter for the family. You know?
Yeah. Just hold on to it if you can. And you know what? Respect.
I think.
Why would you give it away if you don't have to?
I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to give any extra away, but I'm glad you did it, dude. And I was super surprised that you even like exceed because we had talked about it like don't overreach what you can afford, and we won't get into details, but we talked about a price range that you were comfortable with because you were skeptical about doing it yourself.
I was.
You're
dude.
freaking out.
I was
you didn't even
so
want to go get
bad yesterday, man. I smoked probably a whole pack of cigarettes at the dealership. Seriously, man. I was out every 5 minutes. AJ's like, dude, are you good? I was like, bro, I'm like fucking sweating right now.
It is a nerve-wracking thing whenever it's like if you've never bought a car and you don't have somebody that's ever bought a car with you, and like, dude, nobody other than your buddy was with you. Mad respect to just walk up in a dealership and get it done. Like that's the way to do it. That's how you find out. The next time you do it, just get pre-approved, and dude, I'm telling you, you'll never do what you just did again.
No, I have a better understanding.
Yeah. Now that you understand the way that it works and the way to do around it, dude, you're gonna get established.
Experienced.
Exactly. You don't know everything if you've never done anything.
Right.
Yeah. So, but I am proud of you. It's an adult move to just go to a dealership, buy with your buddy, and just figure out how to buy a car. I know you was worried.
First one.
I know you was worried, but you did it, and I'm happy with it. But in further news, in the past that we've already touched on, dude, Donald Trump's going to be our president. We talked about it. One of the last things that we talked about, one of the most viewed episodes we have, and guys, we love you guys. We've missed you guys.
I know. I know, man. I feel bad. I really
all
do.
13 of you. We've loved you guys this whole time. We've keep trying to get Cameron in here, and he wouldn't come over. It's his fault, not mine.
Such a piece of shit.
It's the truth. And that's $1. And what...
Taxing me already,
Got
man.
him. And you said one earlier, but I let it fly. But anyway, yeah. So, Donald Trump's going to be our president, dude. That's crazy.
Dude, he's been appointing people crazy, man.
Dude, that guy that he's gonna make our borders or whatever.
Yeah, dude. What's his name? Tom.
Yeah.
Tom H.
Holman or Holman or something like that.
It's something like that, dude. He's aggressive, man.
He is. He's
a little aggressive. I've been watching like a lot of different press conference clips and stuff from him, and he's just like pretty straightforward, man.
My thing is just the week he gets announced as the new president-elect, he's going to be number 47. Everybody, all these war, Israel or Hamas was like, yeah, we're going to start negotiating a ceasefire. We're just going to go ahead and get on that. Now they've stopped doing that since. They've not. I think they're going to figure it out, but they've at least showed interest in making efforts to make it happen.
Not Ukraine.
No,
they just got approval.
What the hell is going on over there? Bro, what are we doing?
Trying to take minerals.
What are we doing?
Trying to get mineral rights to a country we don't belong in.
Bro, my thing is like this whole time you've not done anything like that. This whole time. Cuz they apparently we approved Ukraine to use ballistic missiles or whatever, some kind
owned by the U.S. government.
Owned by the U.S. government,
right.
And Britain did the same thing. Like they let Ukraine use their missiles to shoot over into Russia, and then Russia was like, we're going to shoot one of our subsonic ICBMs, like intercontinental ballistic missiles. We're going to send like, I don't even know how many they sent. It was a lot. It was like 13 or something. Just
big dick status, dude.
Dude, listen. You could hardly see it in the video. Like, it literally just goes, like, in the frame, and you can see, like, a mile of sky.
Yeah.
And it just goes, whoop, bang.
Dude, insanely quick.
Let me ask you a question, Cameron.
Let's hear it.
What if there's a warhead on one of those sons of guns?
Dude, it is evaporating everything.
Cameron, it doesn't take anything to put how much do they weigh? They're like 20-something pounds. Like, it's a 20-pound thing of uranium.
Reactor.
That's it. That's all it is. And they take that and they'll blow up a city.
Yeah, splitting atoms.
Yeah. And there was nothing that Ukraine could do about those missiles coming towards them.
No, they have no anti-air defense whatsoever.
It was over. So, okay, and I don't even know I don't even know the locations they hit or anything more than what we've already talked about. I don't know anything more than that. But dude, it's
intimidating.
It's intimidating, but it's kind of scary, like, because it's like, why would you, as the outgoing president or the outgoing administration at the very least, why would you approve something like this so close to the inauguration of the incumbent, who is clearly and adamantly against this war at all? Let's end it. It needs to end. It's useless. What are we doing? We're going to finish it day one. Why are you rocking the boat like that?
I feel like it's probably more of a doing everything they can to keep that promise that they've made during their term of their control. You know what I mean? Like,
that they would.
I'm sure they guaranteed that they would allow them to use those weapons at some point, and they probably were getting something in return for it as well. Because, I mean, there's clear backlash to be faced from that.
So you're saying that you think that they specifically let them use those weapons because there may have been an agreement before saying we're going to let you use these at some point.
There was some sort of deal made. I mean, we're not just giving these people weapons for the hell of it. So it's not like they genuinely care for the actual protection of these people. It's not what we do as a government, dude. America, there's a goal. There's always been a goal, and it's
capitalism.
Control in any way, shape, or form, economically, politically. You know, like there's a reason why they would allow them to do that, and I feel like they're still there. Like, you know, the administration of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, like, they still have control right now as of this moment. Like, we're November 20-something.
Yeah,
they're still there until Trump is there. They're going to try and finish out all their deals. They're going to let everything happen. Like, because they have been in the works of doing all this stuff with different countries and with all of giving them supplies.
Been working on it.
They've been working on it.
Yeah.
But, and they already know, because once Trump gets in there, and now the government's going to be dominantly Republican. since all of the elections have happened. Like, the government's going to be mostly Republican control now. So the Republicans have control over the Senate now. It is dominantly Republican. I think they're just kind of tying all their loose ends so that way it doesn't look as bad on them whenever someone else finally comes over and takes control.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Because
so you're saying
they got a mess. They're trying to clean up their mess real quick.
You're saying this is a part of an effort to go ahead and try to get it. That was an effort to go ahead and try to strong arm Russia into quitting real quick, like just throw a couple missiles over there and see if that works.
Well, I mean, dude, there's a lot of factors that play into that. I think it was a strategic move, as stupid as it seems.
I do believe us approving that for whatever reason it was. There was a reason.
Yeah,
that we approved it.
It was a strategic.
Whether
move.
it was for a specific person, a target, a location, whatever it was. Don't know why. There was a reason though. But what I'm asking you is do you think that this was an intentional? Do you think that the reason was to try to get them to withdraw from this war or working towards that? So, this administration can say we at least were working toward. We were getting Russia to bend the knee, because say we sent these missiles over there, and then Russia doesn't react in that way. They react in a sign of weakness, which that you should be smarter than that.
I don't think that's a Russian thing to do.
That's what I'm saying. You should be smarter than that. So I was gonna say, I was wondering if that's what you were thinking, because I was gonna say that.
Well, it seems like they want Russia to have control at this point, dude. Because
of Ukraine,
I don't think there's any shot that Ukraine has a chance of defending themselves against a country as large and as powerful as Russia. It's just not gonna happen, dude.
Yeah.
And irregardless of size, they can have as many people as they want in that country, dude. Mm-hmm. It's not gonna be enough for them. It's kind of like, I don't know, man. It could be a little bit deeper than that. Like, it almost seems like they want Russia to win. Like, there's a lot of valuable resources in Ukraine, dude, and it's overlooked by the fact of all the political things that are going on with that.
But if there's a lot of resources there, you wouldn't want Russia to have them. You would want them yourself. If Russia wins, they will have them.
We have been close with Russia. Donald Trump's about to hop back in that bitch, dude.
I know that, but listen. All right, that's a different. This is a different thing, though. These are two different administrations. This is why I don't think this is.
It's still the
U.S.
government, though.
I don't think this is a good argument for this reason.
It's still the U.S. government.
I still don't think that whenever it comes to those two, I do believe that there is a deep state, some sort of a deep state. I don't know exactly what that means. Deep state.
I feel like it's more of a gray area.
I feel like deep state is more of the people you see on the edges of every picture at the White House for 28 years.
Yeah.
Like that's the deep state. The people that are in the back of the rooms that are always there at different positions of the White House for 30, 40 years.
Right.
Those are the people who are really part of the deep state. They're in these positions, but I think that they're really the ones probably running most things.
Yeah, and that's why they're there. It's to monitor and to report, to keep control.
I think that's the case. I think once you have some people that are willing to play ball, you're ready to, start the game.
Right.
So I think there's a lot to it.
There is a lot to it. Because if you really think about it, if that's certainly the case, and I think they think a lot more ahead than we might.
I don't think it makes sense to say that. For me, I don't think that the deep state goes so far. What my point is that Donald Trump and Joe Biden are going to be drastically different administrations. If there is a deep state that you're going to say that is supported by lobbyists or companies that are lining the pockets of people, that makes sense. And based on the different people, like now we have, the Republicans are in control of the House, the Senate, really the judicial branch as well, because they have 6 conservative judges to 3 now, I'm pretty sure. And then you have Trump in the White House. So you have a dominantly Republican government, federal government. So now you have more of those people are going to talk to more of those companies that they want to work with. Right. Instead of the Democrats, they would have their own specific companies that they would lobby with.
Right.
It's complicated.
Right.
It's politics.
But I mean, it's
And
complicated,
it's hard.
but it's strategically planned to be this way, though, dude.
I think
because, like, I feel like it's important
controlled
at certain times for fucking certain people to be important.
Controlled,
you know what I mean?
Chaos. You want controlled chaos
yes, dude,
because
exactly.
if everything is going crazy. So
yeah, it's been
if
crazy.
you have people's attention paying to school shootings, to transgender, to mental health, to things that are important, they should be on the news. But if you go every single day and that's all that's on the news, at what time do you look at actual, foreign policies, domestic policies? Does anybody actually take the time to develop their own? Like, I feel like I'm somebody who really takes a lot more time than most people to kind of think about how I feel about things.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be completely honest, man. I don't necessarily, like, if you asked me how I feel on abortion, I would be even sitting here having a conversation with you as to tell you exactly how I feel. You know what I'm saying? It would be more of a conversation because my feeling it would be situational for me.
Yeah.
Certain things would be situational. For me, I'm not so much somebody that's going to dig my heels in the ground on one specific thing just because, like, I figured it out one day and that's exactly how I figured it out.
Right.
I may stand by something if I hold an opinion hard. I may stand on that bit. I'm 10 toes down, bro. You know me. You got to move me.
Right.
You got to move me.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to be moved.
Yeah.
And if you're not
got to
willing,
work for it.
But that's how politics should be, and that's how that's how politics should be viewed. People should look at the news and the politics like that. All the news is wanting to do is distract you from the things that are really the most important.
Yeah.
Because if everybody really cared about the things that are really the most important, take the things that weigh the most importantly in our society, what matters the most, people's rights is the most important thing. Yeah. The next thing is the economy.
Yeah.
Okay? Whatever's in the rights deal is already figured out. Whatever your rights, those are your God-given rights, man. Those are the ones you have.
Constitutional.
Anything exceeding that is behind economy and everything else.
Yeah.
So everybody needs to fix their priorities.
I very much agree with that.
And so now if you want to include what you do with your body and your rights, that can go to number one. I'm okay with that. Yeah. That's fine. But you can't say, I feel like I'm something different, so I can do something, I can act, or everybody has to view me as something different,
Yeah, or
I
to even prioritize that dilemma with...
I feel I am 100% a fox, and nobody can tell me I'm not a fox. I'm 100% a fox, okay? And that's more important than anything else to anybody else. That's ridiculous, dude.
It's beyond ridiculous.
Okay.
It's going to be the downfall of humanity.
You need to focus more on the things that are important. What are you going to do? What are you going to do for your career? What are you going to do about developing a family? How are you going to develop your own morals?
Yeah.
Are you going to raise foxlings?
Yeah, like how does that
strengthen
the community?
Raise foxlings, as long as your foxlings are contributing?
Yeah.
Sure. But but again, fix your priorities. Just because your feelings don't override my rights, I don't have to say something just to make you feel better. Shit like that. But people need to pay attention whenever everything's tugging one way or the other. Like this shit right here with the fucking Russia deal is serious. They're throwing intercontinental subsonic or supersonic fucking missiles.
Yeah, innocent people.
A lot
people
of
who don't want to even be involved.
A lot of them, yeah.
A lot, dude.
Hundreds of thousands of people.
And not even in just Ukraine, dude, but I mean, just with different countries all over the world that have been in war with each other forever, dude.
I just think it's all tribalism. People want to have a team. That's why you love Green Bay for some reason.
America's football team, man. It's America's team.
They're more of America's team than the ones that say they're America's team.
The Cowboys ain't shit, dude. Cowboys ain't
3-7. What? That's another thing, dude.
Stadium falling apart, dude.
Bro, what is going on with the NFL this year?
Dude, I'm telling you, it's the wildest season I've seen.
What is happening right now?
Dude, it is like you cannot gamble this season. You just can't.
No. You're not going to win. Unless you're betting on the Chiefs, you're not going to win.
They just lost.
Yeah, but that's that once. I mean, bet on the Chiefs next week. They're probably going to win. If it's not an off week, and if it is an off week, I would bet the house. The house.
The whole bitch.
Bet the whole bitch on Kansas City coming off a bye week, off a loss. Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes off a bye week, coming off a loss.
Mahomes, dude.
Bet the house. Bet the house.
Oh God, dude.
Dude, listen, Tom Brady, the GOAT. The GOAT. Patrick Mahomes threatens this man. I can't stand Patrick Mahomes, but dude, let me tell you something. I'm a realist, bro. If they're coming off a loss off a bye week,
dude, they're playing Carolina.
Are they playing Carolina?
Yeah.
Next week?
Yeah.
Bet the house.
Bet the house.
Bet
dude.
the house.
The whole bitch.
Well, this isn't off a bye week, but dude, if it is a bye week, bet the house.
No, they play Carolina next.
Yeah. Kansas City don't lose off a bye week. They don't lose in October or September, and they don't lose on a bye week.
It's been a wild season, dude.
How's Green Bay? I haven't seen football in the last few weeks. I work every weekend.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Green Bay's been doing pretty okay, man, but I don't know, man. Jordan Love he makes me nervous. He's got to stop throwing interceptions.
He gets wild with it.
Dude, Brett Favre's the hell out of that football. He just wants to send that motherfucker to the zone.
Son, he's got talent.
He does have talent, man, and he really is like trying not to like overcomplicate his plays, because if he thinks that man's open, he's gonna try him. Like he's a trier, dude.
Yeah,
he really is. He's looked a lot healthier recently too. Which is good.
Well, he struggled at the beginning of the year. I know that.
Yeah, the first couple.
Games,
Dude, he was Lord tiptoeing because he got hurt the first game against Philly in Brazil, and he's just been
Brazil.
We barely beat the Bears. Poor Bears. The Bears. Every Bears fan ever is hating life.
How are the Bears doing?
Horrible.
Are they?
Dude, bad.
Really?
Dude.
Are they losing close games?
They did against Green Bay.
I bet they're losing close.
They
games.
lost 1 point against Green Bay because we blocked the field goal kick to win the game.
I haven't seen. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm disappointed. This is the second year in a row I just have not paid attention. I haven't even looked at our fantasy.
Holy shit, me neither.
You didn't even think about that.
Dude, I have not checked fantasy in a minute.
I haven't looked at that in forever.
It's been like
the
a week
Steelers
or two.
play today.
Who do they play? They should be playing here in a minute, shouldn't they?
The Browns. Yeah.
Oh shit, you stomped my ass.
Did I?
On one of them, yeah.
The Bears are 4-6. They're not doing that. Not bad.
Dude, I think Caleb Williams. I think the Bears as a whole went like a game and a half without a scoring drive.
29. Oh wow. Yeah, they're not losing close games.
No, they did with the Packers.
They lost 19-3 against my team. They lost 29-9 against the Cardinals. That sucks. 18-15 against the Commanders. That's a close game. Commanders, dude. What about them Commanders, dog?
Jaden Daniels.
Dog?
Daniels, dog. He's been on fire.
He don't give a shit, does he?
No,
he don't give a shit. He is, dude, that dude right there is a baller, bro.
Dude, hell of a fucking quarterback.
He plays football, bro.
Yeah, dude.
He's just like Lamar. Dude,
I was gonna say he's like Lamar Jackson,
Lamar, except he throws the ball better. He's just, dude. That dude plays football, dude.
Yeah, for the Commanders especially.
I love it.
Dude,
I love it,
it's
dude. Now that
wild.
Tom Brady's retired, honestly, I love it now because I can enjoy.
It's exciting.
I can enjoy football.
Yeah,
I can actually go. I can sit down and watch a football game between Kansas City and the Bills and be like, "This is an awesome game." Interception to end the game with a minute left. How can you beat it? Patrick Mahomes has the football, last drive to go up or to tie, whatever it was, to win the game, pretty much, to tie or win, whatever it was. Last drive, Patrick Mahomes gets the football. Game's over, bro. There's a minute and a half left. It's over. Patrick Mahomes is going to drive down the field and win the game. Throws an interception, dude. I love it. If Tom Brady was playing football this year, there's not a chance I would have wasted my time watching any other play. I watch every down of Tom Brady football that I can.
Respect.
And I do not watch anything else unless it's like the playoffs and Tom Brady went out in the conference championship because he never went out really anything sooner than that. But Yeah. So I can enjoy football now. It's so good. Jaden Daniels is a freak.
Dude, Jaden Daniels is a hell of a player, dude.
And I can look at things honestly like the Cowboys. You can be like, okay, I don't have to hate the Cowboys really anymore. I like the Patriots, but I don't have to just be like, man, the Cowboys. I don't have to do that because I don't have so much invested in Tom Brady that he has to win the Super Bowl for me to be happy. So now I can be like, oh, Dak is really struggling. Like the Cowboys are really struggling this year. And then what's going on with like their organization? Because Jerry's starting to like really, really lash out now. And then on top of that, he just paid all this money for his stadium renovation to build that stupid bay window that faces the sun in the evening because he wanted to let in more sunlight. And the stadium's falling apart.
It is falling apart.
It's falling apart.
It has debris falling from the roof.
From the sky. From the sky.
Yeah. Only dropping like a quarter would put it through somebody's skull from all the way up there.
I'm telling you, dude. It's just, I am having more fun this year, at least the games that I am watching.
Dude, it's been a fun year for football so far.
The games that I am watching, like the other day whenever I caught Chiefs versus Bills, the end of that game, like that was a fun quarter and a half. Like that was for me to watch football because it's like I can watch this game and be like, dude, this is a game, son.
There's been a lot of games like that this season, dude. The playoffs, dude. This year's playoffs are gonna be amazing,
bro. Can you imagine the people's brackets that were like the predictions from last year?
Dude, it's so unpredictable. It's unpredictable.
There's like if people made top 10s, like half of them are wrong.
Yeah,
half of them are going to be wrong. Like the four or five that are going to be right that you would have in the top 10 are the Chiefs, the Bills, the Ravens,
Texans.
Would you have had the Texans in the top 10? Really? Probably. They probably would have squeaked in. So the Texans, the Lions
are winning the bowl.
The Lions would have been in the top 10 for sure.
Maybe even the Vikings.
I don't know if people would think the Vikings would have been in the top 10. I don't know.
Right now,
so
maybe.
You're looking so that's pretty good for us because people would have Cowboys in their top 10. People would have the Cowboys in their top 10.
I disagree with that for a lot of reasons.
Every year, every analyst would be like, "Yeah, the Cowboys are 10th, 9th, 8th, 6th." Like I'm telling you, they're going to be in the top 10. Even though they go out every year in the first round of the playoffs. So,
oh yeah, Green Bay absolutely ruined them.
Green Bay,
dude, Dallas ain't been the same since they played Green Bay last year in the playoffs. We whooped them bad.
Jair Alexander just ruined their flow.
Lambeau South.
Yeah. What did he say? The pack is back, baby. The pack is back.
Yeah, reporter thought he was a fan.
Yeah. Pack is back. But
buckle up, son, dude. It's crazy. I'm telling you, playoffs are going to be wild this year. You are going to probably be surprised. I'm going to be surprised.
I'm going to have fun watching this year. It's going to be fun.
It is going to be fun.
But you know what I had fun watching the other night?
What?
John Jones versus Stipe. Did you watch it?
I only watched highlights from it. I didn't watch the fight, though.
I watched the whole fight.
I did watch him kick him right in his gut across the cage and fucking lay a hook to him.
Cameron, let me just tell you something. Stipe Miocic is probably the greatest heavyweight of all time.
Yeah.
Probably.
And John Jones made a fool of him.
This is my problem with the whole entire thing. Stipe Miocic has not fought since he fought Daniel Cormier.
Yeah, that last fight like 3 years ago.
2019.
It was that long ago, dude. I remember watching that fight at Nathan's house with you.
I think
that was DC's last fight.
Let me see. Let me just make sure. Let me fact check myself here. It might not have been that far.
It might have. 2020.
2021. Yeah, that was in Francis Ngannou.
3 years ago.
Yeah, Francis Ngannou. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. Anyway, first time he fought DC was in 2019. So he took a 3-year layoff. Yes, John Jones just took a year or whatever it was for his pec because he tore his pec last year. I understand that, like, he just come off a layoff too.
But
John Jones is the greatest fighter to ever exist.
Dude, he's insane.
And it's like, it's not like, man, he dominated his weight class so much that it, like, you have to put him in one of the greats. It's like, no. I think he would just kill everyone.
That's fair.
Like, he's just so good. Like,
he's vicious.
You know, like Joe Rogan says, if the aliens landed tomorrow and was like, give us your best,
John Jones.
We roll out John Jones.
Bring out Johnny.
Yeah, bring out Johnny.
He's the man.
Yeah, and when I tell you, like, so I have mixed feelings about the fight. Like, it was my whole point in all of that. Stipe has had a long time off. John Jones has had time off, but he just fought for the belt last year.
Yeah.
You know? So it's a different kind of feeling to the whole thing, and it looked different. John Jones didn't look particularly perfect, but he definitely looked way comfortable. He was just doing his thing. He was being John Jones, just walking forward, slow and methodical, walking Stipe down. And Stipe just
flow.
Yeah, and Stipe just wasn't, his timing wasn't there, the power wasn't there, the accuracy wasn't there. It just wasn't the same.
Didn't seem as confident.
It didn't seem as confident. Didn't even try to take him down, really, to try to take it to a different place. He just kept just kind of walking away, stand up, and just kind of, and it wasn't like he was throwing crazy, just the timing was off. He was just throwing where he wasn't, or throwing where he was going to be.
Right.
But he wasn't quite there yet. You know, like his timing just looked way off.
And he's getting pretty old too.
42, I think he was. So
which Johnny ain't much older or younger.
37, I think. But John Bones Jones is the greatest fighter of all time, and he's in heavyweight right now. He doesn't have to cut weight to make weight anymore. He's comfortable. He's not on drugs. But my thing is, I don't think that that's the best John Jones ever. It's definitely not the best. Like, it's like that John Jones isn't gonna beat the John Jones that beat like probably like Shogun and like if that John Jones that beat like Shogun and Lyoto Machida and Rampage and
that was a wild
and
spot.
Alexander Gustafsson and just beating all of these guys like that in that like little 3, 4, 5 year period there where he was beating all those guys. Gustafsson might have been a little bit at the end of that, but that little window where he was beating the hell out of everybody when he first started being champion, if he didn't have to cut weight, I'm that like, what do you do?
You get your ass whooped.
What do you do?
What do you do?
He's a ninja out there. He's just
he's
he's throwing spinning elbows at 220 pounds.
He's quick,
like,
dude. He's a big, agile 3 or 4.
Guy. Like, dude, what do you do?
And he's got long arms.
Yeah. So I just think that when people when I watch him, I look at him for what he is right now. This is the greatest fighter of all time, taking a stroll through heavyweight. I'm telling you, he's skipping through the heavyweight division in the best fighting organization in the whole entire world. Skipping through it.
It's nothing to him,
If
man.
he beats Tom Aspinall,
Is that who he's fighting next?
I would bet. That's who he should fight next. He needs to fight Tom Aspinall next. If he beats Tom Aspinall, and then he beats Alex Pereira,
that's going to be an awesome fight. That would be a great fight, dude.
I'm telling you, they're going to just... I don't know what you do to commemorate that guy.
Build a fucking statue. Name the belt after him.
If he beats Tom Aspinall to go ahead and solidify himself as the heavyweight champ, he's 100% the heavyweight champion. Like, he is not playing around because Tom Aspinall won the championship or whatever, and him and John just haven't. He's the interim or whatever, and him and John just haven't got their fight yet. Weren't worked out because they were going to fight last year, and John tore his pec.
Right.
But John's still the heavyweight champ. Tom's the interim. Once they fight, and he's if John wins and he's the undisputed, I mean, he'll probably retire he'll probably what he'll do, because he was talking about, is he'll retire, and then he wants an ungodly amount of, he wants fuck you money, is what he says. That's what he said. He said, if I have to come back and fight Alex Pereira because I don't need him, he needs me. Or maybe he even said that about Tom. I can't remember, but I want him to fight both.
That's some gangster shit to say, dude.
I want him. I want him.
Gangsters,
yeah, I want him to fight both.
He needs me.
He's like, I don't need. He's like, I don't need him.
That's gangster.
I don't need him. He needs me. But yeah, I want him to fight both. If he fought Tom Aspinall, beat Tom Aspinall, and then Alex Pereira came up to try to get the heavyweight belt, and he beat what really, you know what I would really prefer to see?
What?
You know what I really, really, really would want to see?
What, Alex beat Jones and then come back for it?
No. I would want to see John Jones say to hell with this, to hell with this. You ain't coming up here to fight me for my belt. I'm coming down there to get my belt back.
Yo.
Dude, and if he cut what, but the thing is he's so much thicker now. Like, he weighs in at 250 something. You know what I'm saying? He's 20 pounds heavier than what he was at lightweight.
Right.
Do I think he can make it? 100%. He's got it on him. Look at it. If you look at him, he's got some weight on him.
Yeah.
But I think he needs it to fight heavyweight. And I don't think he's out of shape. I think he's just thick.
Yeah.
I think he's just put some weight on him so he can have the endurance and the feel good enough and feel strong enough to really hang in there with these guys.
He throws a little more weight, man.
A little extra more meat. So I think the most badass thing to do would be to fight Tom Aspinall, beat him convincingly in a decision. If you have to beat him in a decision, it has to be like, unanimous decision. If it's a split, people won't have it. Some will say Tom won, some will say John won. It's what happens every time. Even whenever he wins what I think is pretty convincingly, like whenever he fought Dominic Reyes, I had that like pretty much for John. I didn't weigh 4 punches as heavy as everybody else does. People say damage. Yes, I understand damage. But if you're hitting somebody really solid 3 times around, and the rest of the time is completely dominated by the other fighter, I don't think that the guy who swung hard 3 times wins.
Right, because I mean, if you're going to even say damage, like, you have to put in like all the overall
context.
damage.
It involves context. Yeah, so I think I take damage into more of an accumulation thing. Like, what is the most damage accumulated? Now, there's rules to it. It's like you have to have like visual damage, like visually damaged. Like if you can see that it actually caused damage, blood cut, a knockdown, shit like that, or not a knockdown, but a wobble, because you judge a knockdown as a knockdown. Like that's fucking part of it. But my point is John Jones needs to beat Tom convincingly.
Right.
Then he needs to go to light heavyweight again and get his belt back, and then say, all right, love you guys.
Done. 2 belts.
I really appreciate you guys. I love you guys so much. I'm walking away. Do not call me again. Do not call me again. I love you guys. Thank you. You have helped me through everything. You guys have built me from the bottom up, and I have helped build this place from the same way. You guys have been there for me, and I have been there for you. I have given you guys all these fights. I've done a lot of bad things, and you guys have brought me back every time. Thank you guys. I love you guys. Please leave me alone. If you want to pay me to come talk shit, I'll do it. If you want to pay me to come whoop somebody's ass, I've had enough. I'm the best. Don't call me again.
Taking the belts home. Putting them on the shelf.
That would be the best way to do it.
I agree. That's an honorable way to go out.
It wouldn't just be the honorable.
That's like a champion.
It wouldn't be the honorable way. It would be the greatest, as far as like Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, these greatness kind of guys like that. Like as far as that, that's the money right there.
That's a champion's way
that's
to go.
The money. Because if he can beat Tom Aspinall, become the undefeated heavyweight champion of the UFC, and then after he had already been what he's been in the light heavyweight, said, fuck it, I don't want to do it no more, goes up to heavyweight, gains all this weight, goes back down, loses all the weight again, goes back down to light heavyweight. Dude, it's just it would be
that's pretty gangster.
It would be the most badass thing to do because what's gonna happen? What is gonna happen? I'll tell you what's gonna happen. John Jones is gonna beat Tom Aspinall. I hope. I really hope. I don't know. Tom Aspinall is very good, and John Jones is 37, and Tom Aspinall isn't. But don't know what's gonna happen. If my money's on John because I like to win.
Appreciating greatness.
Yeah, I appreciate greatness, and Tom, you just gotta give me some more, just a little more time, buddy. But give me some more.
He's
John,
not convinced yet.
Beat John, I'll be convinced. Anyway, and then he what's gonna happen is Alex is gonna come up and fight for the belt, heavyweight. That's what's gonna happen. That way, the UFC is gonna give Alex Pereira the chance to be the greatest of all time. Because Alex Pereira has the chance of being the greatest of all time.
He's a damn good fighter, dude. I love to watch him and Johnny fight. I swear, dude. That's going to be a hell of a fight, man. That's like a fight of a lifetime right there.
I'm terrified.
You're terrified because you know John has a chance of losing.
I'd rather John fight Tom.
I respect that.
I'd rather John fight Tom.
I respect
that. If I was in John's camp, I'd rather him fight Tom than I would him Alex because I think Alex has dynamite in his fists.
Yeah, dude, he's crazy, man. He throws.
I think Tom hits really, really hard too, but I think Alex is just. I think
dude. I like
methodical.
Yeah, he's methodical, dude. I like the way he moves.
The way he punches.
His mechanics are just so clean, dude. He's a hell of a fighter, man.
He's
crispy, clean with it.
Yeah, but I genuinely think that that's the best for the UFC. The best thing to do would to be have Alex go up and fight John at heavyweight. For John, the coolest, most gangster, awesome thing to do would be to see him go back down to lightweight, become champ, and then ride off. Yeah, champ, go home,
and
to get his belt back.
Yeah, go home,
champ. And to just ride off into the sunset. That would be the best for him. The best for the UFC would be to have Alex go up to heavyweight because then either way the UFC wins.
Right.
Because the UFC would win either way. And they really probably lose more if John goes to light heavyweight. Because if Alex goes to heavyweight and fights for the belt at heavyweight, he doesn't lose his. But he gains the heavyweight if he wins. And John would lose it. John would probably rematch or retire. Probably rematch.
I could see him rematch.
He would probably rematch.
I could see him doing
If John goes down and wins and beats Alex, John's going to retire.
Yeah, as he should.
So he's going to vacate your biggest and best two belts.
Yeah.
So that's a problem for the UFC.
Pretty gangster shit to do, though.
It's the best for John.
Yeah, pretty gangster.
It'd be the coolest thing to do for John Jones.
I think he should do it.
But it'd be a terrible. It probably would be the worst case scenario for the UFC if John Jones was to jump to light heavyweight.
I think Dana would do it.
Huh?
I think Dana would let it happen.
I think Dana would let John do it.
I think
Dana would.
I think Dana likes John enough to do it.
I think Dana would deal with that kind of a mess just to let John be what he knows John is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like he's comfortable with John doing some shit like that.
Yeah, because John would be because he would expect John to just be what he is and just go and just go pin his name up on the top and walk off.
Yeah.
And then at every single UFC event that we ever have from then on out, there should be a memoriam of John Jones every time. And he should be on coke in one picture. And he should be beating the shit at a Stipe with that spinning back kick.
I thought he fucking caved his rib
Dude, he had to broke a rib.
Dude, had to have. It was such a fucking
so
kick, dude.
Deep.
My God.
Oh.
He shot him back like 8 foot into the cage, dude. And then came around with a fucking hell of a haymaker, dude. Right to the chin.
Whack.
Wham!
What, dude? It didn't sound like you straight kicked somebody. It sounded like he threw a roundhouse.
Yeah, like flat foot right to his stomach.
It sounded like a smack. And I think that was the crack of that guy's rib.
It probably was. Dude, he's hurting right now. Oh, God, he's so mad. He's pissing fucking Johnny to pieces right now, dude.
I know. And, it's a changing of the guard right now in the UFC.
What is it?
It's a changing of the guard.
What do you mean?
Like, all of the old people are the ones that I know the ones that I really grew to love over the last, 5 years are rolling out. Like, that round of champion is kind of changing.
Yeah, it's a new
because
era.
you had Usman, you had Adesanya, you had
Dude, I love Israel Adesanya, man.
I can't stand him.
I love him, dude.
Can't stand him. I love him as a person. I love him I love him as his person and his character, like who he is and what he is. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He reminds me of Giannis.
I do not pay for Israel Adesanya fights.
I mean, I don't blame you.
I love him. I love him.
His style is unique.
Because he is who he is. He's an odd guy, and I like odd people.
Yeah.
And I don't mean odd in a bad way. I mean odd in a good way. I mean he's different. He thinks of things different, and that's interesting.
Yeah.
I like him. I don't pay for his fights anymore. I don't.
Oh, God.
I don't. I think it's a little tough for me, man, because he skates on. He plays him a little safe. He just and you know what? He's the champ. You got to beat the champ to be the champ.
Yeah.
And he's doing what he had to do to be the champ. And somebody else needs to make sure that he doesn't be the champ. Like, ever since the Yoel Romero fight, nah.
Nah. I like him, dude. I do know what you mean, though. Like, he did what he had to do, man.
Well, I think he is so much better than Yoel, and I think he was, even in the fight, I think he was doing a lot better than Yoel, but I don't think he was willing to overextend himself to do anything. And you know what? Props to you, brother. Like, you're the champ. You win.
He went and did
you win. Whatever it takes to win. It's just like my thing with Khabib. Khabib would put people on the ground, and he would maul them. And I really didn't even... I didn't get super excited about his fights, because it would be the same thing. It would be a decision.
Yeah, well, I mean,
or a submission.
It's there are some chess players of fighters,
Yeah,
they're all about the right moves.
yeah. There's people that are just, and I guess it's a lot of it is the most exciting thing for most people. I would assume is the stand-up side of things, because that's where all the action's at. That's where the knockouts are. That's where the cuts are a lot of times.
Right.
The ground and pound is awesome. I love that. The transition work is awesome. I love that. Wrestling, jiu-jitsu, I've done it. I like it. I'm not that, I'm not a fucking...
It's exciting to watch.
I'm not a fucking black belt, okay? But I can appreciate it with the rolling that I have done. But for a lot of people, I can see why people would be not as willing to want to watch a Khabib that just takes people down, and he does destroy them on the ground, but he's on the ground kind of doing things that they don't understand.
Yeah.
A lot. Whenever you're standing up, it's pretty easy to understand who's punching the other guy the most.
Right. Like, I know what you mean, especially with the transitioning on the ground. And it's kind of hard for people to follow through because they don't understand how significant a certain hand placement would be or something,
Yeah.
And it's just it's very technical.
Well, a lot of what gets me excited is beautiful transitions.
Yeah.
Beautiful people that work one way. It's kind of hard to describe. You work one way, you work backwards. You work one way to have somebody react in a certain way so you can do something completely different.
Right.
And whenever you see something like that on the ground, I love that.
Demetrius Johnson.
Dude, when you pick a guy up and you do a mat return, and before the guy gets to the freaking mat, you have him in an armbar.
Dude,
You jumped in the air
and followed through to the ground with him and planted the armbar.
Yeah,
to submission.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd pay to watch it again.
Yeah. Let me see it in slow-mo.
Yeah.
Can I pay extra?
It's really, it keeps your attention, man. But it's just it's something
not
to appreciate because the
that's-
execution was beautiful.
But not everybody gets it. That would be an easy thing to appreciate.
Right.
That
it's
one
obvious,
specifically
but
would
it
be
happens
obvious.
like that even in other fights, but it's just hard for people to pick it up because understanding that level of technicality to wrestling on the ground is like hard to follow through, and it's quick too, so it's hard to catch some stuff. Unless they're just sitting there just for like 5 minutes and
yeah, but everybody's got what they like. But nowadays, dude, like it's all new people. Like everybody that's the champ now has not really been the champ for forever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They've not been the champ for more than just a couple years. Like it felt like Kamaru Usman was the champ for forever. It felt like Israel Adesanya was the champ for forever.
Yeah.
Khabib was the champ for a long time. It felt like Conor was a champ for a long time.
Yeah, especially Conor.
So it's like now we went from like you went to from the Conor to the Khabib, and then and another one that just went out was Volkanovski.
Yeah.
Volkanovski he's off. He fell off now. So he's trying to work his way back, whether it be in 45 or 55. It had to be in 45 is what I would think, because you're not going to beat Makhachev. He's too big.
Yeah.
He's too big. What do you do with that Russian?
You don't.
You don't.
You just don't.
You just don't. You
Don't
turn
even
the
think about
fight
it.
down. You don't answer your phone. That's what you do.
For real. You got
your
dinner
phone.
with your parents that
When
week.
you see Dana White's number pop up on your phone, if you don't have a fight scheduled and you know Makhachev doesn't either, you don't answer your phone.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna be 8th on the ranking and have Dana call you and offer you a championship fight, and you're not gonna turn it down. And Makhachev, you're not dealing with that guy right now. So
Yeah.
my point is fucking. I don't know what Volkanovski's going to do. Is he going to go down and he's going to fight the Matador from Spain? That guy. What's his name? I can't remember. You know what I'm talking about. He just knocked out Max.
I know who you're talking about.
And that's another thing. Max went out. He's got to go to 55. He's talking about that. He's got to go to 55. Is he going to be Makhachev?
I don't know.
I
about
love
that.
you. He's the daddest man on earth, but dude.
I don't know. Which Max Holloway was a fun watch fight.
Oh God, I love him. I love him so
He's fun
much.
to watch.
He looked good. He looked good in that fight. Ilya Tuporia. That's his name. I remembered. That's the champion's name.
It's a tongue twister.
Yeah. He knocked out Volkanovski and then he knocked out Max. Sad face.
It happens, man. It's a new era.
It's a new era. Changing the guard. Change the guard.
It's like football, too. Sports, man. It's life.
It
Things
is.
be changing, man.
Things be changing.
It'll never be the same.
Yeah. There's 2 LeBrons in the NBA now, kinda.
Dude,
Kinda. Because
Bronny and LeBron go crazy, man.
I know.
They go
have fun.
crazy.
They have fun out there.
Dude.
Yeah, Bronny Jr. is not that great, but he's doing that.
They have
He's doing
fun.
his thing. He's better than me.
He's playing with old dad.
He's a lot better than me. So, anyway, I wrecked my truck a while back.
Oh, my God, dude. Everybody gave you so much hell for that.
Cam,
Everyone gave you so
Wrecked.
much hell.
my truck.
Too much RAM, not enough Dodge.
So, anyway, it was, all right, so during Hurricane Helene, that's how long ago since we've done this. During Hurricane Helene, we live in Kentucky, so there was rain, a lot of rain that was coming up here from the Gulf.
It was a lot of rain,
A
enough
lot
to do
of
some
rain.
damage,
Enough to do
especially
some
out in
damage.
Virginia and Tennessee.
Yeah, especially out in Virginia at a guardrail, and to
The McCones are still
ran.
there.
Yeah, I know. They have a fixed guardrail.
They ain't even
Can't
fixed
wait
it.
for my bill. Anyway, yeah. So I was going up this hill, and there was a big bunch of water washing across the road. Yeah, I hit it going about 45, and I sent her into a guardrail. Yeah,
I told you to stop watching porn while driving.
yeah, it's a problem, and it's a habit, and I need to break it, but I can't help it. I got a new phone holder now, so it's like,
It's so easy
Yes.
for him, dude.
yeah, that's great.
He's just too distracted.
Yeah,
Living in luxury, man.
yeah,
Suffering from success.
living like a log. Anyway.
Living like Larry.
Yeah, I wrecked my truck and it was gone for like a month and a half. That sucked. I got it back, dude. Could not be happier with the work that those guys did.
It drives so good.
Shout out to Champion Chevrolet, their collision portion down there in Kingsport, Tennessee. Shout out to you guys.
Y'all did a
That was
phenomenal job.
phenomenal job. They color matched my colors. It's a hard color. I mean, it's got the flake in it, you
Yeah.
know, with the pearls.
Yeah.
So it's a hard color to match. They matched the color and buffed my truck to make all of the color match.
It looks clean.
Looks clean.
It drives nice.
Drives sweet, no problems. Everything's great. Even fixed an exhaust leak.
And you didn't even ask. Like,
Appreciate it.
Yeah, for real.
Appreciate
They went
it.
out of their way for that one.
Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all the cheese, Champion Chevrolet down in Kingsport, Tennessee. Thank you guys. But yeah, that was so now I got it back. I'm so happy to have it back. I was tired of using everybody's vehicles. God, it sucks.
God, I know what that feels like, dude.
Yeah, and you were driving your own vehicle for like a day. Or you were riding with me for like a day until you got your own vehicle now. That's
and
awesome.
you was late though.
So are you driving? You driving me tomorrow?
Hell yeah, we're driving in the whip tomorrow.
Yeah.
Damn straight,
Picking me up
Hell
here.
yeah. I'll fucking drive up a holler. Hell yeah. Bright and early. Have your toasty anus in the morning, son.
Easy now.
We got heated seats, boys.
Yeah.
And girls.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. So anyway, I mean, that's all I got, dude. You got anything else, man? Like that's. I'm just glad to be back, dude. I'm glad we were actually in here. And by the way, I've got like.
Dude, we're gonna have like a whole folder of like lost episodes, dude. There's gonna be like a whole category of lost episodes.
I got like 3 or 4.
Dude, he does have a few videos
just hanging out that I haven't put on here because I was like, like I'm at 60-day mark. I checked like when was our last post, and it was like 60 days ago. I was like, we haven't posted in 60 days. Come over and do a pod. He was like, dude, you have 4 podcasts. Just post one. Like we're both busy. Just post one. And I was like, dude, they're not up to date. So now my problem is going to be like, I don't really want to post them anymore. So because they're so out of date. So like what I'm going to do is if we can't get in here until you get done with all your good stuff, until you're fully with me, we may have to throw one in here and there. So if it seems like one's way off, it's because it's way off.
Yeah.
And I'll try to
He
make
lied. We're gonna paywall you. There's gonna be a subscription service, and it's gonna be premium content, and you guys are gonna have to pay to see lost episodes. He ain't about it, but I'm here for the money. We're not here for you. No, I'm just joking. It's possible. It is
possible, and I would, maybe later. But yeah, but we're gonna be back on it. We're gonna get more consistent. This one's gonna come out this Friday. So
God, yeah, okay.
That's oh God, it's Thursday.
Yeah, okay.
It's not coming out Friday, guys.
Okay.
It's not coming out Friday. It's coming out. It's coming out Monday.
Fair.
No, that's a lie because I work all weekend.
Yeah, we do work all weekend.
Tuesday. It's coming out next Friday. We'll see you guys next Friday. Love you guys. Cam, I love you, dog. Give me some love, dog.
I love you.
Glad we're back in here. Appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything to hit a like button. It doesn't cost you anything to hit a subscribe. And it doesn't cost you anything to hit share. And just go ahead and post it on your wall on your Facebook and make all your friends go do the same thing.
Yeah.
Love you guys. We'll see you guys later. Cam, I love you, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Come pick me up.
I will.
All right.